Imagine we are managing a small online store selling diverse products. We are about to embark on a journey to understand how to calculate crucial financial aspects from a simple but comprehensive dataset containing information about products. The table provides crucial information to analyze the performance and profitability of products. Our first challenge is to calculate the purchase cost for each product. This cost is the product of the wholesale cost in column E and the items purchased in column A for each item. Alright, to find the purchase cost, we will use the Excel's powerful formula skills. In G, we will type the formula equal E2 multiply F2, where E2 refers to the wholesale cost and F2 points to item purchased for the first product. Upon hitting enter, we will unveil the product cost for our initial product to autofill the entire column with this formula. Double click on the bottom right corner of the cell G2. Next on our journey is calculating the shipping cost for each product. The shipping rate per item is fixed at 5% in cell P2. To find the shipping cost, we multiply the items purchased by the shipping rate. Let's implement this in Excel. Shipping cost equal item purchased multiply shipping rate per item. When you input this formula into Excel, it will calculate the shipping cost for each product based on the number of items purchased and the fixed shipping rate per item mentioned in cell P2. Now, an important note regarding the formula structure. Ensure that when you copy this formula down the column using autofill, the reference to cell P2. In the formula, the reference to cell P2 should be absolute. So, it stays fixed when you autofill the formula down the column. To lock the reference to cell P2 when autofilling the formula, you need to use the $sign before both the column letter and row number, like this, $P$2. This way, Excel knows to keep referencing cell P2 for the shipping rate across all rows as you autofill the formula down to the column. Our journey continues with the total cost calculations. It combines the purchase cost in column G and shipping cost in column H for each product. In column I, let's use the formula equal G2 plus H2 to merge our discovered purchase cost, and we will drag down from the bottom right corner of the cell to apply the formula to the other rows. Our next challenge is to calculate the retail price for each product, ensuring it covers various costs and incorporate a 50% markup. This retail price should cover the wholesale cost of each item, the shipping cost for the individual item, and include a 50% increase for profit. To achieve this in Excel, let's create a formula in cell J2 that works out the retail price for the individual item in row 2. Here's how we will craft this formula. Firstly, we will calculate the total cost to be covered by the retail price. This includes the wholesale cost of the item located in column E and the shipping cost for the individual item, which is 5% of the retail price per item, which is referenced by the cell P2. The formula will look like equal E2 plus open parenthesis E2 plus $P$2 close parenthesis. Now, to add a 50% markup to cover the desired profit, we will use parentheses to ensure the calculations work correctly. The formula becomes equal open parenthesis E2 plus open parenthesis E2 multiplied $P$2 close parenthesis and multiply it by 1.5. This revised formula calculates the total cost, which is wholesale cost plus shipping cost, and then adds a 50% increase for profit. Remember, the $sign in $P$2 ensure that Excel always references cell P2 for the fixed shipping rate per item. Our journey now leads us to the revenue calculations, which represents the income generated from selling our product. Revenue is the product of the retail price in column J and the number of items sold in column K. We will multiply the number of items sold by the retail price per unit to calculate the revenue generated from these sales. The formula will be equal K2 multiply J2. This formula essentially multiplies the number of items sold by their respective retail price, thereby providing us with the total revenue earned from selling these products. Our next task involves determining the profit earned from our sales endeavors. To achieve this in Excel, we will subtract the total cost located in our dataset in column I from the revenue figure we calculated earlier. This formula will ascertain the profit generated from our sales. The formula will be L2 minus I2. This formula performs a simple subtraction, deducting the total cost from the revenue to calculate the profit. Once set in cell M2, Excel will promptly compute the profit earned from our sales transactions. Lastly, the profit margin, a crucial metric revealing the percentage of sales that transmit into profit. To compute this in Excel, let's create a formula in cell P4 using the total cost in cell I50 and the total revenue in cell L50 we have accumulated in our dataset. Here's how we will craft this formula. The formula will calculate this profit margin involves subtracting the total cost from the total revenue and then dividing this difference by the total revenue. The formula will look like this: equal L50 minus I50 and divided it by L50. This formula computes the difference between total revenue and total cost, then divides this by the total revenue. Once set in cell P4, Excel will swiftly determine the profit margin, showcasing the percentage of sales that translate into profit. In today's lesson, we have dived into a case study on calculating profit and margin using Excel formulas. Remember, the more you practice these formulas, the more proficient you become. So, continue exploring, experimenting with different formulas, and enjoy the process of learning in Excel. Until our next adventure, keep practicing, exploring, and have fun on your Excel journey.